22nd day of November 2015. Hunting in the snow. We're going to sit this stand all day. So it's right now it's 10 to 7. We just got set up. And we got our snow camo on. All these trees are white. And we're going to sit here until we either kill a nice buck today or the next time. We'll be talking to you at about 20 after 5 this afternoon. So this is an all-day set. Here we go. You notice all the trees have white on them. That's why I'm in my whites today. That real tree don't do too much good on a day like today. So you want to white up. And the reason I'm talking is the deer probably won't be here until around 10 o'clock. And so sit back and enjoy. Yeah, we're hunting that same trail I shot that buck on last year, except for I was on that side of the trail over there. The tree stands in the background. This is where I had the decoy set up and showing you on a north wind I couldn't hunt it, but we got a southwest wind. The wind's blowing right in the camera's face. So we're hunting on the north stand with a southwest wind. Temperature is about 18 degrees out. So let's rock and roll. And keep in mind, I'm not doing this for any benefit to myself. I'm just trying to share this with you, fellow Americans and fellow bow hunters. Sun's just coming up. That's another gift you get from being a bow hunter or a hunter. Most beautiful part of the day, sunrise and sunsets. Well, the last time you seen a deer on that trail, it was a decoy. We're 20 yards from that trail. If you remember, the last time, that decoy, my wind was blowing straight to that decoy. You could remember the toilet tissue. Well, that doe and that yearling walked right through that trail. This time, I'm on the north side of the trail. Gotta have two stands. Deer walked right through there. Now, I could have took that doe, but it's more of a learning experience to pass on to young people and people how to play the wind. And my past video on how to play the wind on that exact same trail, you got to see exactly how it works. Now, hopefully a big buck will come down there, but if it don't, we still beat a wild deer. And a doe at that, with a baby. So playing the wind and knowing how to set your stands up is so critical. You just don't see that stuff on this Saturday morning cartoon shows or 24/7. Anyhow, for you guys that are just starting out hunting, that was a perfect 101 classroom. Playing the wind. Walked right through there. Didn't even know I was in Clark County. And I was a mere 20 yards away from it in open timber. Yeah, another thing about letting that doe walk. She just put a scent trail down all the way up that ridge right through there for me. Don't get any better than the real deal. And so if there's a buck out there coming from that east, he's going to pick up on that trail. At least he'll know another deer walked up there unmolested. So several things can work on your side when you let him walk. I mean, like I said, she just laid down a perfect scent trail all the way up there. And another buck comes along, picks that trail up, he might be walking right up that trail. Coyote. Yeah, there was 2 or 3 coyotes out there in that big pasture, and they ran all them deer in here. That was a pretty nice buck. They could be back. They're going to go lay down. But sometimes predators help you because they pushed them all in here. Only unfortunate thing is they didn't come by the stand. But that's the way it is. Yeah, you don't usually wear a ball cap when I'm hunting, but at this time of the year, it's really essential. The sun's hanging right in your face all day, and without it, you couldn't stand the glare off of this. You'd have to be wearing sunglasses. There's something, comes in its own wrapper. Nice treat. It's 15 to 11. Yeah, no, deer action slowed down considerably, but that's part of hunting all day. But this comes in its own wrapper, biodegradable, and delicious to eat. So take an apple on the stand, like I say, what more natural could be in the timber or in the woods than an apple? And if you throw it on the ground, maybe an apple tree will grow. So it's, like I say, 100% biodegradable, plus it can turn into an apple tree. Who knows? Not bad. It's a picker-upper at late in the morning. Yeah, it's 10 after 11. Time to get a little caffeine in you. Remember, either take water or tea. If you take pop, it'll shake up on you. You open a bottle, and what it's going to do, it's going to blow up like a little bomb and have pop all over everything. See, that tea didn't do anything. Tea or water. If you need the caffeine, 11 o'clock, need a little lift, tea's the way to go. Another thing why I got that camera running, the wind has picked up So you want to have these little floaters so you can let them go. And you can see that little floater. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but they still got good wind. As the day progresses, the wind could change. But you should have looked at your weather report and seen what the wind was going to do today anyway. That's why. If you have a constant wind, you might as well stay in that same stand because it's that trail and everything else is the same. But these little floaters, they work pretty good. You just seen that one go by. That carrying it right out into that open field. The trail that I'm hunting is 20 yards to the south of me, so they can use that as a headwind quartering into it, and I'm downwind of it. Just a little tip, don't weigh nothing, little floaters, and the tee will give you a little lift. Things to keep you on stand. A lot more than killing. Here's a little fun fact. Want to know how to tell time? If I'm sitting in this stand, it just turned 11:30, and that sun is finally right behind that tree. It's the only time of the morning that I don't need a brim on my hat. Just a little fun fact. You got to be observant what's going on around you when you're sitting there. Just don't be sitting there being down on it. That's how you can tell time in this trend. You know that's 11:30. Once you can't see the sun, it's 11:30. Something to think about while you're on stand. Well, there's the same tree. Can you hear that whistle? We made it to noon. 5 hours before, 5 hours until sunset. Well, I got to bring my own turkey to the woods. And this is what's neat about this. It's in that sealed package, so it stayed fresh. And it's noon, so what more natural in the wood smell can you have other than turkey? Got to stay positive. We only got 5 hours to go. Well, it's 12:30. I want to show you people a Mealey way of making time go faster. We started out with this clock, with this watch, at noon. Gravity pulls the big hand down, makes that first half hour of the hour go fast. You ever noticed how the second half hour of the hour goes slow? That's because the big hand has to climb up the hill. So to make that go faster, that second half hour, make time go faster, you just turn your watch upside down at the half hour, and now that hand's going to drop just as fast as it did in the first half hour. Because if you leave it this way, it's fighting gravity, right? To try to go up. If you're driving up a hill, it takes more gas. Once you get to the top of the hill and you're going down, it sort of coasts, just like you're saving gas, or a bicycle rider. It's hard going up the hill, same hill, but when you go back down it, you go faster. So think about that. That's another tip from the non-typical walk-in. Make that second half hour go as fast as the first half hour. Just turn your watch upside down. Guarantee you, it'll go faster. 3 o'clock. That doe and that yearling were 10 yards behind me. That's no bullshit. That's the power of cow shit. I got it all over these clothes. Rolled in a hay bale this morning on the way in here. Worked really good. See that log right there? Watch this floater will take that right to that log. There it goes, off to the screen. My scent was going right to him. Like I say, I rolled in cow, where the cow's been laying today, coming in here. But there you go. That wind is blowing right to him. Stayed up a little high, but they were right along that log over there. And that's about 12 yards. Well, here we are at 4 o'clock. I'm going to pan over here and show you this tree, and I'll show you how far the sun moved in those 4 hours. We got an hour and 20 minutes of hunting time left. At noon, the sun was right behind that. If we pan over here, it's in a cloud bank now. In another half hour, it'll be set. That's 4 o'clock sun. So it did some traveling in 4 hours. Yeah, just plain cow shit. I don't need all that other bullshit that's on the big box stores. Downwind, 3 times. Walked right through it. You better have a hat at 4:30, 'cause it's blasting you. It's a little opossum for you people who don't know what that is. We watched that sun come up this morning, right through there, and right now we're watching it go down together. It's about 4:45. You just spent a day in the woods of southern Iowa, hardwoods, with a non-typical Norwalkian. We've seen some animals. We could have took a doe. I got a fur bearer's tag. I could have took that possum. But it's all not about killing. Well, I hope you had fun.